Okay, this is Fusebox number 191, Facing the Spatula. And you should put a fork in it, because you're done.
Yeah, but that might be just a bit well done for my taste. And a glorious good day to ones all. I'm your giddy and giggly host, Marc Rose, and this is Fusebox number 191, Facing the Spatula. And just a scant skosh a few feet away on the other side of this glass, kind of like a freak show exhibit. Perhaps a little unexpected audio hint of what's to come from the wielder of the wheel, the guru of games, the sultan of spatulas, Mr. Milt Keynes, everybody.
Yeah, I'm just making sure this thing's ready to roll, bro.
Yes, indeed. The infamous Wheel of Misfortune, folks, appears to be making a comeback. Yeah, but what about the... there it is. What do you call that thing again? The Spatula of Doom or something?
Nope, nothing that ominous, bro. I like that name, though. But, no, I just call it Face the Spatula. It's just what happens.
Yeah. That's right. Face the Spatula. That's where our show...
Yeah, it's been a few years, so we should probably...
Of course. Well, since the Wheel of Misfortune is your brainchild, Mr. Keynes, I think you should reintroduce the concept to our listeners.
How long has it been, anyway? 5 years, or...
Let me see. Actually, looks like it was about 4 years ago. Yeah, 2018. The Wheel of Misfortune made its debut on Fusebox number 109, Who'da Thunk It? And of course, as is our wont on this particular program, I was its first victim, or guest. So there you have it, in case anyone out there wants to revisit the Wheel of Misfortune.
Okay, so 4 years ago. Yeah, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to interview the host of Fusebox, but with an added twist.
A twist? The threat of physical pain is your twist.
Well, hey, you survived the Wheel of Misfortune, and you didn't have to face the spatula.
Only by miracle of miracles.
Yeah, well, my idea was to build this wheel, which has numbers on it. So whichever number comes up when the wheel stops, that's how many questions I get to ask. Pretty simple, really.
And the fun part?
Oh, yeah. So I can ask anything. And if the guest refuses to answer one of my questions, they have to face the spatula, which means I get to smack them on the neck if they don't answer.
Well, how about another demonstration? So you can see the incentive is to answer all the questions, or...
Face the spatula.
Yes, indeed. And we, and by we, I mean Milt, decided dusting off the Wheel of Misfortune was the perfect Fusebox way to introduce our very special guest and newest member of the Fusebox team here, the maven of social media, Regina Carol, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Oh boy, this is what you warned me about when I signed on, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's all downhill from here, honey.
Well, welcome to the team, Regina, and welcome to the show.
Ooh, boy. Well, it's a pleasure to be here, I think. Maybe?
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt every day for the past 8 years.
Well, that's pretty much the effect we have on everyone, I'm afraid.
Okay, so now what?
Well, relax. You seem to be a little tense, Regina. Why? I dare say almost fearful, in fact.
Yeah. I can't imagine why.
Yep, she's definitely ready for the wheel of misfortune, bro.
Well, let's sort of let her settle in first before we feed her to the aardvark, shall we?
Oh, you're no fun.
But be that as it won't.
Or can it?
Oh! Yeah, you're going to fit in nicely here.
I think she got the hang of it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of.
All right. So before we begin, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, my name is Regina Carol, and I do social media management for small businesses in the Portland area. I'm a Libra. I like long walks on the beach. Legitimately, I actually do really like that. I'm not just saying it. My go-to snack is a nice Oregon Pinot with some popcorn, lightly salted with some organic salt.
And what do you do for fun?
Oh, God, what do I do for fun? I used to do social media for fun as a side gig, and now it's my full-time business. So I'm actually looking for something fun to do.
Well, excellent. And we are truly lucky to have you in the Fusebox family, Regina, so...
Oh, gee whiz. Thanks so much, guys.
Let's do this.
You know, I really do think you enjoy that a little too much, man.
You know, I have so few pleasures in life, bro.
Yeah. Be that as it wasn't. Take it away, Mr. Keynes.
Okay, the wheel of misfortune is about to speak. The number the wheel stops on will be the number of questions I get to ask you, Regina. Now, you can choose not to answer any question, but if you do, you must face the spatula.
Okay, but what does that mean exactly?
It means...
It means you get a smack on the neck with the spatula.
That's what it means.
Well, what if I like facing the spatula?
That's a game.
Well, we got a player here, don't we? Oh, yeah. Did not see that coming.
11. I get to ask you 11 questions.
11? How about 3 or none?
11. The wheel has spoken.
Oh, you got off easy, Regina. 11? I think I had over 20.
20.
Actually, I think it was 27.
27 questions? No way.
All right. Question number 1. What did you know, and when did you know it? You have 10 seconds to answer.
What did I know and when did I know it? Know what?
Yeah, I got the same question.
Did I know what? And when did I know it? Know what?
5 seconds.
What? Shit. Yeah.
3, 2.
Yeah, I knew agreeing to this was a mistake just now.
Very good.
Oh, good answer.
Very good. All right. Question 2.
Think I'm gonna puke.
Question 2.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
What drew you to Fusebox, and what made you want to become part of it?
I think it was finding my people. You know, you kind of wander through this world and it's pretty much a dry desert of relationship-wise, like connecting with other people. And sometimes it's not a mirage with you guys. Like, it is absolutely real that we all connected in the way that we did. And I was like, I got to jump on this. So it was just the partnership and creative collaboration and souls meeting souls.
Wow. I think I just got goosebumps, bro.
Wow.
Question 3. Which celebrity would you like to bump uglies with?
Oh, I was just thinking about this the other day. Do tell. Let me spill the tea. Dermot Mulroney.
Wow, really?
Dear God, yes. And not even like my best friend's wedding. I mean like circa now. And maybe Kenny Rogers circa 1985.
Well, great answer. Great answer.
Question 4. Why should people tune in to Fusebox?
Because it's awesome. What I love about Fusebox and why I think everybody should tune in is because there is a little something for everybody in terms of we do interviews, we do really fun comic bits that, definitely teeter on the side of absurdism, some is slapstick, but it's all meant in really good fun, always. And that's one reason why I think if you're looking for a laugh and you're looking at something that will surprise you, comedy that surprises you, this is definitely a show to tune into.
Nice. Appreciate that.
Question 5. What's the weirdest thing you ever put in your mouth?
Oh, I just thought about this recently, too. I'm not kidding. Okay, it was college. And for some reason, I saw this Cheerio on the floor of my apartment. And without thinking, I knelt down, picked it up, and put it in my mouth, and I ate it.
As you do.
Now, I don't know how long it had been there. Truly, we hadn't had Cheerios in the apartment for a very long time because we were on an Oreo kick. I got wildly ill. Like the type of cold that you think you will not recover from. And I blame it on that moment when I started to feel sick in my mind. It was that Cheerio.
Wow. Well, you dodged a bullet. All right. Question 6. So what do you think of working with Fusebox so far? Is it what you expected?
It's more than I expected, honestly. And I try not to have expectations these days. All the self-help books. When you're in the self-help aisle, it's like, do not have expectations. So I try not to have those, but I've just been completely moved by the amount of support and thoughtfulness that has gone into every step of, our development and partnership. And that's something I really respond to and appreciate. And anyone who meets me halfway, I can meet them definitely that way too.
Hell. Well, you're hired.
Again.
Question 7. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be?
Will Regina Carol crack under the pressure and face the spatula? Or will she answer Milt's question and reveal a side of herself that only her mother and parole officer know? And what of Marc Rose and the dark secrets hidden away in his sock drawer? Does it contain only socks or something more depraved? And what in God's good name is that smell? Stay tuned for the answers to these and other pointless questions next on The Wheel of Misfortune.
You're listening to
Fusebox.
And we're back, friends. And let's rejoin our rather tense proceedings as Regina Carol struggles with question number 7. Will she find an answer or have to face the spatula? Let's find out, shall we?
You have 3 seconds.
No! Oh my God! Wait, no. Okay, so if I was just gonna do like run of the mill, like flying, walking through walls, if we were talking about right now, if I had a human superpower, it would be the superpower of the heart, because I can reach you without really trying that hard.
Wow. I think she means it, bro.
I'm sold.
Question 8. McDonald's or Burger King?
Neither.
Question 8. McDonald's or Burger King?
Okay. I'm feeling odd pressure to pick one. You know what? I guess I guess McDonald's. But back when they had the snack wraps.
Question 9. Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, Coke.
Question 10. Who would you rather make out with? Matt Gaetz or Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Both.
Yeah.
Now we're getting in there.
At the same time.
Yeah.
With everybody watching.
Man.
Home stretch. Question 11. If you could chill with someone famous, living or dead, who would it be and why?
Oh, no. Okay. You're killing me, Smalls.
You have 3 seconds.
No! You know what? I would have to say maybe like a great-great-grand relative of mine. I would just like to say, hey, this is what happened when you made love with that person and we're all the way down here. I have some questions to ask you about residual trauma. Or we could do Cleopatra. That would be cool. I just want to know, like, are all the rumors true, girl? You know what I mean? Were you really as hip or are we just, like, making that shit up?
Congratulations! You survived the Wheel of Misfortune.
Well done. Well done. That's the question.
Oh, good God.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Fun, huh? Wasn't that fun?
Oh, yeah. A blast. I think I'd rather...
Take a beating with a pillowcase full of doorknobs.
Get a root canal by a monkey with rusty pliers.
Light yourself on fire.
Yes, yes. All of the above. All of the above.
Well, you were a very good sport about it, Regina. And again, we really are absolutely thrilled to have you on board. And we can't wait to see what the next 8 years bring.
Yeah, now that was fun.
Indeed.
Well, thank you guys. I am really excited to be here and to help you and, us move forward.
And we can't wait. Regina Carol, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you all very much. I'm very excited.
The show for everybody. But not everybody will like it.
Fusebox.
Well, that was a hoot. So, I don't know how we follow that, but what's next, Mr. Gaines?
What? You have to ask?
Well, alrighty then. It's time, folks, to brave yet another journey to the dank and humidly fecund port of call. But seriously, friends, if this port calls, don't answer. Dateline, Charlotte County. Friends, as you know, it's not always the crazy guy down there in that land of pink and turquoise.
No, not by a long shot.
No. And to prove this irrefutable fact, here for your approval is this tale of, whoa, a Florida woman having been stopped for a minor traffic infraction, then proceeded to pull a foot-long alligator out of her pants. When deputies pulled over the woman who was observed flying past a stop sign in a blue Chevy pickup, she evidently then pulled the baby gator out of her pants. The Florida woman, identified as 25-year-old Arielle Michelle Marchand Lacquire, also had 41 turtles in her possession.
Well, maybe she's just really into protecting wildlife,
Protecting them in the most devoted and intimate way possible. Dateline, Naples. Not to be outdone, a 42-year-old chap named Christian Dudley was arrested after impersonating an FBI agent, questioning a homeowner, and leaving multiple live catfish on her lawn before escaping on a bicycle.
Now, are those the actual sounds of catfish there?
Yes. And a wondrous sidebar to this story, Mr. Keynes. The sound they are making, referred to in zoological terms as a snargle, is very rare. Usually, you have to squeeze them a bit to get that sound out of them, but here, they're just doing it all by themselves.
You, do a lot of catfish squeezing, do you?
Only on the second date, Mr. Keynes. Yeah. A 42-year-old Christian Dudley faces charges of an open container in a public area and impersonating a law enforcement officer. The victim says Christian drove a bicycle with flashing red and blue lights onto her front yard. He then introduced himself as an FBI agent, then ordered the woman to present him with identification to prove she lived there legally.
Hey, did he have a bell, too?
Yeah, it doesn't say here. But it does say that when the victim told him to leave her property, he refused. The victim then told her husband to call the real authorities. The Florida man then took off on his bicycle, but before leaving, he dropped multiple live catfish in the driveway for a, quote, unknown reason.
Oh, God. Well, they were getting bored and, wanted to stretch their legs.
Well, police stopped Dudley as he escaped because he matched the description of the culprit. According to deputies, he appeared extremely intoxicated and was wearing an FBI hat and dark shirt.
Oh, perfect, man. Well, you know what they say. If you get a lab coat and a clipboard, you can get access to just about anywhere.
Dateline, Pinellas Park. Yes, and lastly, but surely right here at the end, is this tale of animal husbandry in the most literal way possible. 20-year-old Christopher Meader of St. Petersburg was arrested after allegedly violating multiple stuffed animals in a local Target store.
Oh, no.
Meader meandered to the Target toy aisle, clearly with a divine mission propelling him forward, friends. And once reaching the aforementioned toy aisle, began dry humping a stuffed Olaf doll, then ejaculated on it. After defiling the Olaf doll, he placed it back on the shelf, grabbed a large stuffed unicorn, and began to dry hump it as well. Police arrived and arrested Meader in the store shortly after the incident, and he was arrested on criminal mischief charges.
Yeah, that's some criminal mischief right there. That dry cleaning bill is gonna be a bitch.
Well, let's just hope that young Timmy wasn't in the adjacent aisle and got an eyeful of awful.
Mommy! Mommy!
Lake of fire, bro. Lake of fire.
It just never fails to baffle and bemuse, Mr. Keynes. It's the sole and singular reason why we repeatedly ponder, nay, implore, the answer to the question.
What the fuck, Florida?
Yes, and with that, we will definitely and most assuredly call it a show, friends, and take our woodworm-infested wheel of misfortune and the tattered remains of what little reputations we have left and climb back down into the sump pump, but not before thanking our contributors to this edition of the show, Eric Newsome and Jeff Pollard, and a hearty way to go and welcome aboard to our newest member of the Fusebox team, Regina Carol for being a world-class sport on this one. And thanks as well to the board operator in residence, Milt Keynes, for technical assistance and so on and so forth over there.
A pleasure as always, and particularly this one. And hey, if you're listening to this as a podcast, go ahead and mash that subscribe button and, oh hell, give us 9 out of 4-star rating while you're at it.
Yes, and speaking of that there streaming thing, we'd like to welcome Third Ear Radio to the fold as well. They are streaming this program on a weekly basis beginning March 2nd. So a link to their stream is in the show notes as well. And last, but certainly not least, of the broadcast business here, is that we will be officially on 3 additional stations starting April 6th on a Monday basis. KXRW, KXRY, and KUIK here in the Pacific Northwest. And they, too, are streamers. So you can be delighted and entertained as we delightfully entertain you with entertainment that is fully delightful.
Yeah, and maybe even funny now and then.
By proxy for sure, but certainly a solid maybe. Thanks so much, friends, for once again pushing play or tuning in for this edition of the show. We greatly appreciate you spending time here with us.
Be lonely as hell without you.
And Fusebox is a big, squeezable catfish of conviviality, friends. See? They're snargling for you. I have been your upside, back down, side front host, Marc Rose, saying, until our next cartoon. Want to squeeze a catfish? Many people like to.
Oh, I'm trying to cut down raw.
Fuse.